Hello, everybody. Welcome to Brews and Blades for this October 25th, 2020. Thank you guys so much for coming out. We got 23 in the waiting room. If you guys don't know on these shows, I usually show up in the waiting room about 15 minutes early. I was a little late today because, I don't know, sometimes YouTube just decides I don't need to access my own freaking live stream. So it takes me a hot minute to get in there. All right, cool. My camera's lined up somewhat okay. Since I started uploading the thumbnails ahead of time with something that looks better, I don't know exactly how I'm zoomed in, so I'm never exactly 100% sure. But yeah, that looks all right. So we will leave it like that. What is the beer today? This is Brews and Blades. Hello, Jeremy. Hello, Lavender Pants. We were talking about NAF Sergeant. Keith, everybody, BD Swaim, a lot of our usuals. Thank you guys so much for coming out. Yeah, today's just a Bitburger, just a big old Bitburger beer. I've been really missing Europe lately. Formula One's really been making me miss Europe. They did the Nürburgring a couple weeks ago for the first time in a very long time. I used to drive the Nürburgring all the time, not the F1 track, the Nordschleife, but it was still cool to see the ring on there again. And then this week was Portugal at Portimao, which is one of my favorite places on the planet. I love Portimao. It's just beautiful, beautiful, beautiful place. Vodka tonight, Keith. There you go. Keep them calories lower. Something. What's your best time on the ring, Thunderbird Blades? My best time on the ring is a long story. It was I had an E30 BMW M3, one of the OGs, and it got some electrical problems that I could not fix. And it was back before E30 M3s were worth a ton of money. So I sold it for what I bought it for, and the guy turned it into a race car. So it's kind of unfair because I was in a race car, but yeah, my best time was in my old E30 M3 after this guy converted it into basically DTM spec. And on the Nordschleife, I did a 747. Or no, sorry, 727. I did a 727, but it was a race car. So it's just in a road car. My best time was in the upper seven somewhere in my Audi S4. I had a B5 generation Audi S4, and that thing was a beast. But blunts and blades for Jocks Knives. If it's illegal in your country, then yes. Yeah, and you're right, Jocks Knives, the best M3. It was great, and if I'd have known how much they were going to be worth, I just was happy that it was broken, and I sold it for what I bought it for. Little do I know now, and that was like, I bought it for like 10 grand and like sold it for like 10 grand, and now they're worth like 80. I think they broke 8 in a minivan in Top Gear. Yes, they did, with Sabine driving. Who, BD Swaim, Sabine Schmidt was my neighbor when I lived in Germany, and I drove around the ring with Sabine a couple times. Really cool chick. I really liked Sabine a lot. Yeah, she was my neighbor. She lived like literally across the street. And just a really nice woman too. Just a really nice woman. I just really liked her. But yeah, I remember her in my M3 slapping my leg, telling me to hit the gas, like sitting in the passenger seat, smacking my leg as I'm trying to drive, physically assaulting me. But she's pretty awesome. But yeah, I did not have the skill of her. In my M3, before it was modified, I think she did 32 seconds faster than me, because I did a lap with her teaching me, and then we switched seats, and yeah, I think she did 32 seconds faster than me. So, and then told me my car sucked. Told me all the stuff that was wrong with my car after she beat me by 32 seconds. Yeah, she was they don't make them like that anymore. That's for sure. But yeah, let's talk about some knives here. We got off on car stuff before we even got started. So yeah, I have a wide assortment out here today. And I do want to say, before we get too much farther into this, there is going to be a knife sale video when this is over. I'm going to be putting up, I have like 9 knives and a watch for sale that are going to be going up. I do apologize for not having more knife sale videos. It's honestly just because the Patreon people grab a lot of stuff. Hey, Random Rob, how's it going? actually have a question for you. I'm going to save it for a minute. If you stick around for a few minutes, I do have a watch question for you. I'm putting some stuff up for sale. None of it is anything that's sitting here. All this stuff is either not mine or is going to be sticking around for a bit. But yeah, I do have like 9 knives and a watch up. But I haven't been doing knife sale videos because Patreon, I give 24-hour early access. And the patrons, whatever I'm supposed to call them, snap them up. So haven't had enough to assemble a good knife sale video. But now I do. And there's some really good stuff. They didn't snap up all the cool stuff. There's some really cool stuff that's going up as soon as this is over with. So it's first come, first serve when the video goes up as usual. But stay tuned, etc. But the knives I have out, if you guys didn't notice, I did do a video about this knife. This is the one I wanted to start with. The Spartan Harsey 3.25 inch. In my 20,000 sub giveaway, yeah, I'm giving away one of these. I'm giving away, this is a $395 knife. I think I said $390 in the video. I misspoke, but $395. Yeah, you're going to win one of these. And I'm never even going to touch it. I'm just going to send your address to Spartan and they're just going to send it to you. So you'll get an absolutely brand new Spartan Harsey, not touched by my weird, creepy old man fingers. It'll just go straight to you from them. And they said they probably throw in a t-shirt, some other stuff. But really, really cool of them to do that. Yeah, because I was doing this video. I knew they were going to give me a knife, but I didn't know what. And then I was doing the full review of this, and I called them. I was like, hey, why don't we just make it a 3.25 and I can mention the video? And they were like, sweet, sounds good. And it is really cool. It's their newest model, so it completely makes sense to do that. S45VN, all that good stuff. If you did not watch my review of this knife earlier this week, this is the Ostap Hell designed real steel mini micartamorph in M390. If you did not watch this video, which is it's a really cool knife, it's definitely worth watching. $145. I have changed the name of this knife because I don't know why. This is the Riat Bushido, but best blooper I ever just had to give up and leave in a video. I started to call it the Shibuti, and I don't know why. So this is now the Riat Shibuti to me. Always will be. I don't know where I even got Shibuti from. I have no clue, but it made me laugh so hard that I just had to leave it in. So yeah, I will always call this the Riat Shibuti. I have not done the even full video about this yet. I'm going to do it in combination with another Riat, with the Coyote that I'll bring out here shortly. But yeah, it's the Riat Shibuti. Hey Matt, how you doing? John, you ordered the mini micartamorph. Congratulations. It's a very, very cool knife. Chavez is in stock at Blade HQ. Sean Amos says, yeah, I did see that. They still have the skull clip. I heard that they were not going to have the skull clip anymore, or it was going to be an option, and then it's not. So I'm not getting one. I love the Riat, or I love the yeah. Well, they're made by Riat, so it's understandable made that mistake. I love the Chavez knives, but I had one, and I just couldn't get past that skull clip. So, yo, back at you, Luke. I was gonna buy one, but I guess I'll try my luck first. Yeah, Sergeant, it's not a bad choice. I'm not sure which. I feel bad when I see Wii knives because they look great, and I've yet to buy one. LOL. Avisness says, you know, Wii knives are kind of a thing where a lot of their in-house designs I don't really love, but I do have 3 of them, and all 3 proper Wiis that I own are designed by other people. This is Rafael Brzezinski, and then I have a Ferrum Forge, and then I have the one designed by Ben Peterson. So I do really love their construction. I like a lot of the Civivis. This thing is freaking great, the Ortis, but you know, it's a lot of the in-house Wiis. Yeah, I just don't. They just don't connect. It's nothing wrong with them. Shake Shibuti, Swami says. It's going to slap Shibuti. Saucy. Hey, Lavender Pants. My Cartomorph is number 3. I only have just this one Metamorph now. I need to get other ones. I may finally get the Titanium S35 one. Simon Chow says, "Hey Brian, any fixed blades? I have a few, like, not that are worth even bothering to put on camera, but I'm not a fixed blade guy." BD Swaim says Civivi loves to sling a lot of stuff at the target. Now, yeah, I've had actually a few like little conversations and comments, especially on this Ortis review. People say, "Oh, it just looks like a small Dogma." Well, yeah, it does. It's their design language. It's what they do. Yeah, of course it is. MJ, yes, I did. If you were one of the winners, email me and I'll send you the tracking. But yeah, I did. Last week sometime. It's just it's their design language. It's just like, Audis look like Audis, BMWs look like BMWs. It's just that kind of stuff. They redid the Dogma, though. It has a fuller now. I have not seen that, but yeah, I really like this one a whole lot. For $40, it's kind of the business. And I like the 9CR18 a whole lot. It's really good steel, in my opinion, especially for a budget knife. It's something that rookies can sharpen easily, that kind of stuff. It's just, I love that steel. I think 9CR18 is really good. And I wish, a lot of times when I get a D2 Civivi, I'm kind of disappointed. Do you think of the CNF, CKF? You mean Chris? I don't know what the Russian stuff? I've only had like one. I don't really have enough of an opinion about CKF. The Emmett will be my first Hinderer, same handle shape as XMs. Yeah, that's a very cool looking knife, Simon. It's just not kind of my thing. Random Ross says, love the blade shape of that one. Yeah, it is really cool. Rob, if you could do me a favor, I'm going to ask you a personal favor. If you know about Random Rob, he has a great watch channel. He is really, really cool. And I love his stuff. You've reviewed both of these watches, and if my sale goes well tonight, should I get, you can just message me on Instagram. You don't have to respond on here, but you can if you want to. I have really skinny wrists, so I'm debating, should I get an Orient Triton or an Orient Kamasu? I really like the power meter on the Triton, but I'm afraid it's going to be too big for my wrist. That's it. I like to abuse Random Rob and ask him watch questions. Kamasu. I was afraid you're going to say that. God, I want that power meter, though. That power meter is so cool. 3.25 Harsey versus full-size custom Harsey. Well, I could say go watch the video, but I won't. I'll bring out the full-size one. I did do it in the video. Oh, that's a Palace. So this is the small versus the regular. It is a lot smaller. The answer is both. My North Flag has a power meter. I don't know exactly what that one is. I just have weird shaped wrists. Like, I actually have a darn near 7-inch wrist, but it's narrow and fat. So yeah, like this is Orient Flight. So this is like what, a 42, 43 millimeter, but it's like, my wrist is tall, but really narrow. So I look really skinny wrist, but it's not that skinny, and it's weird. Power reserve, yeah, power meter, whatever, power reserve. I like saying power meter. I think it sounds cool. I was hoping to see a 3.5 Harsey radio. So yeah, that's kind of what I expected when he said they were doing a small one. Well, no, I guess actually he did tell me it was a 3 1/4, but I don't know. I just expected it to be a bit. Yeah, fuel gauge. What is it that Rolls-Royce doesn't have? The Rolls-Royce cars don't have a tachometer. They have a power reserve meter, which I think is just pretty cool. Demon, I don't think it's too small at all. It fits my hand perfectly fine. Nothing about this knife makes me say too small. Some people just like huge giant knives, but I think for regular EDC stuff, zero about this makes me say too small. I can get all 4 hands on it, or all 4 hands. Not a mutant. I only have 2 hands. All 4 fingers on this completely fine. It doesn't make me say too small at all. It just is smaller than I expected, I guess. I expected it to be just slightly smaller than the full size. And it's quite a bit smaller than the full size. That looks perfect for the FedEx guy. Yes, exactly. All 4 hands you need to hydrate. You were correct, Derek. I'm apparently not tipsy enough because I can't count my hands. Oh, and I had to bring this out just because, man, a lot of you guys really, really enjoyed hating on this. The 940 BK-2003, because it's $403. You guys had a lot of fun just bashing on this thing. I still like it. I still like it. I'm gonna buy one. I may be buying this one. I don't know. I really like it. I actually almost sold my 940-1. I actually had it for sale, still have it for sale on the Patreon. But I put it as withdrawn. Well, I guess I don't anymore yet because I put it as withdrawn. I was gonna sell my 940 BK-1 because I just really like this. I just really like it. It's cool. BD Swain says my 400 will go towards an XM18 or a half track. Yeah, but I have both of those. Is it any thinner behind the edge? It is. It's still not super thin behind the edge, but it's like down to 21, something like that. I can't remember. It's all in the video. If you want to go watch the video, John M. Walker, you will see that. But yeah, no, I did compare it between that and my 940-1, and it is definitely thinner. I don't know, just action's great, feels good. I just like the solidness of it. I like having a little bit more weight. I've always loved the 940. I really like it. I can get why people say that it's too expensive, but a lot of times when people say stuff is too expensive, just don't buy it. You don't need to go nuclear in comments because you think something's too expensive. Just don't buy it. Just don't buy it. Josh Wilson, do you take the Spartan apart yet? Like you said you weren't. No, I have not yet. I let it break in and it's been completely fine. Zach already has his hands on the Mini. Yeah, that was kind of unbeknownst to Zach. I think that was kind of the arrangement. I got to post a video early on this, and Zach got to post a video early on the Mini. So that's kind of it was. I don't think Zach knows that, but that's the impression that I got. So Eric Bauer said, Brian, interested in a Tag Heuer Aqua Racer Quartz. I'm open to knife trade. Send me an email, Eric. Maybe. I'm kind of a Tag fan. I don't think Random Rob on here is a Tag fan, but Key says, I will not buy it, but you can give it to me. I'm not going to do that. A couple of weeks ago, I got my first bug out, the 20 CV Gray G10 version. I like it a lot, perfectly centered. I just ordered a custom, and that's actually, spoiler alert, one of the knives for sale on my for sale video that's coming up is my 940, or my 940, my bug out CF Elite, because I only need one bug out for size comparisons, and I did order a custom from the custom shop. I got an M4 gray blades, gray G10 with purple thumb studs and purple backspacers. So I did say in the video, there's a little caveat that if you buy this bug out, it ain't gonna ship until my custom one gets done, which should be this week sometime. But custom shop takes a minute. But yeah, of course I got gray and purple. Yeah, somebody posted a really funny thing. Oh, it was in a group of mine. Oh, let's see, it was Dr. Frunky, and he's in a group that I'm in, and he posted like, Benchmade fans, we want the 940 in the custom shop. Benchmade, here's the North Fork. We want the 940 in the custom shop. Benchmade, here is the bug out. Benchmade fans, we want the 940 in the custom shop. Here's a mini 940. It's just like, all we want is the 940 in the custom shop, and I don't know why they won't do it. It doesn't make any sense. Simon Chow says, why do people like M4 as opposed to usual super steels, it's added toughness at the expense of corrosion resistance. Well, Simon, I don't ever have problems with corrosion resistance. My area is we get rain and snow, but it's not like damp. I spray EDCI on stuff; it never corrodes. I like M4 because it's a very, very, very excellent edge retention without being stupidly hard to sharpen. It's not like S90V that has really awesome edge retention and it's stain resistant or stainless steel, whatever, but it's really hard to sharpen. And yeah, like Lavender Pants said, it's a very tough, it's a stable edge. M4 is great stuff. M4 is great stuff. I want to do a full-size grip tilling with Damascene steel and carbon fiber with a sheep's foot and the spidey hole. That'd be kind of cool. Man, I missed out on the M4 Kershaw Blur. That would have been cool. I didn't really knew they made one of those. Was that a while ago? If you have ballast songs, can you show them? I do not have any ballast songs at the moment. Not my jam. I've had a couple in the past, but I don't have one at the moment. Jeremy Russell, I just got done sharpening S90V. Well, I'm sorry you wasted your afternoon, Jeremy. No, I'm just kidding. I don't like S90V. Just takes forever. BD Swaim says Brian doesn't have corrosion resistance problems. He works from home. Yeah, that is part of it. Definitely, that is an aspect of it. But still, like a lot of people have corrosion problems with stuff just sitting in cases. I don't. I don't live in a like if you like Louisiana or Florida and stuff, you can get corrosion problems just with stuff sitting in a case, and I don't have that. Upstate New York here, I keep up with all the maintenance on my knives, and I've ever a problem if I do run it on my strap and cleans it right up. Nick Martino says, yeah, I'm upstate New York as well, Rochester. So yeah, it's upstate New York is actually a really great environment for owning knives, other than the laws, but they don't corrode. It's perfectly fine. I'm Tampa air barrier and have no problems with M4, but I oil. Yeah, Matt, you just gotta take care of it. That's it. Yep, I live in Florida and had a D2 blade rust in a drawer. That will happen. Humidity is high where I'm at, so corrosion is always sneaking out. Yeah, Okan, it does happen some places. The EDCI helps immensely, but I barely even need that, honestly. I put it on everything, but I probably barely even need that. Before that stuff existed, I had maybe two D2 blades get a little bit of spots on them that came right off. Now, Sergeant says in Vegas, rust doesn't exist. Nope. The area where I live is called the Salt. Translated, everything rusts. Yeah. I hope not everything. Huh? How's crewwear? Crewwear is really no worse than D2. If you don't have any problem with D2, you won't have any problems with crewwear. I think Indiana Knives still has some micarta morphs left mine. Yeah, I'm really surprised because I told him I was posting this and he says, oh, I only have 80 of them left. And apparently they're still around. So go check them out. John Cottrell, it rusts in the desert if you use an evaporative cooler. Wasn't that what Luke Skywalker was? Wasn't his family moisture farmers? Hey, little Trance. Thanks for coming on. Moisture farmers. I have to run to Tashi Station for the power converters. I am too much of a Star Wars nerd. I don't know what day of the week that the Mandalorian comes out. It's like, what, the 30th? Yeah, I guess it's not going to be. Oh my gosh, it's coming right up middle of the week. Yeah, I would say if I had a live show scheduled that night, it ain't gonna happen. Would you EDC a Bradford Guardian 3? I don't like EDCing fixed blades at all. I just don't. What is that beauty next to the Ria? Oh, this is a Vero Knives Synapse. This is a loaner, unfortunately. It is not mine. From Screaming Pirate. We've already well established that I cannot buy it. So, yeah, really cool knife. But there is a Synapse XL coming out. I'll be getting that. But I'm going to do this and another Vero together because you can't really buy them at the moment. So, do you still got the Samurai on wrist today? Samurai. Or are you talking to Rob? No, I'm wearing an Orient flight. That's MC. Yeah. Did you just confuse me with MC? Hunter Chen, I'm booting you from the channel. Seiko Samurai. No, I don't own a Seiko Samurai. That's MC. Great watch, though. I would love to have one. Booted. Hunter Chen, you're dead to me. Dead to me. Can you please show your bounty hunter? Yes. I'll put this one down. The bounty hunter. Speaking of Star Wars, it's only appropriate. Yeah, no Bud Light here. Bitburger. Fine German beer. But yeah, this is my bounty hunter, which I do carry a lot more than I expected to when I bought it. Because it's already beat up. So if I put a scratch on it, ain't nobody gonna know. Ain't nobody gonna know. Ain't nobody gonna know I speak bad English. We'll also swap out one Riot for another. This is the Coyote. We'll put the Shibuti away. I made that joke enough already, but it made me laugh. I love the Mythosaur and the Bounty Hunter. Yeah, it is cool. And then we will swap out one of the Veros for another. This is the Impulse, if I remember correctly, the much larger one. So I guess the new Synapse is going to be like the size of that. You got a Vero? No, I didn't. It was they're loaners, unfortunately. Pauliner is good. Pauliner's not bad. I like Bitburger better though. That joke is hilarious. Yeah, the Shibuti was a mistake. It was honestly not meant to be a joke, but what is that? OTF. It's the Microtech UTX 85 Bounty Hunter Edition. So it's all Boba Fetted up. And it's got the little missile on there and stuff, like the jetpacks. They have that rocket on the back. It's super cool. It's not my favorite Microtech I own though, but I still I love the look of it a whole lot. Random Rob, I may go blade shopping. Yeah, you should. You have a wicked knife for a box opening though. That was you open your watch boxes with cooler knives than I opened my my knife boxes with. Had the 85 sold it. Yeah, it's not the most perfect one they have. It's the best EDC size one they have. If you want another OTF, Rob, I would suggest, if you want another cool just EDC size OTF, I would suggest a Guardian Recon. I've not done the battle to the death between these two yet, but spoiler alert, yeah, this would win it. The Recon 035 is it's just the action so much better. And this is the carbon fiber inlay one, but any of them. When is your next sale? Brian, you mentioned it earlier, but I didn't catch it. Tonight, as soon as this is over with, is when that goes up. But yeah, Guardian Tactical Recon 035. Downside is good luck finding one, but they do have them. Even though you just disappointed me and told me that my wrist is too small for a Triton, which I knew, but I had to hear it. Got a Brian Nadeau, a full custom and ProTech Operator Godfather from this week. Ooh, Operator Godfather, very, very cool. Damn you. But you'll be able to, I think they are actually, this is a good time to look. I know they did just do a big run of them. And yeah, IG me and I'll tell you some places that might have them in stock. But it's a great one. And it's about the same price as UTX 85. You're looking at like in the mid twos, something like that for one of those. This one was a bit more because it's the carbon fiber. I think this one was a little less than $3. Blade HQ probably isn't going to have them. You got to find some of the smaller guys. I would look at wayofknife.com. They might have them. That's where I got this one. Southern Edges might have one. Yep, laws always suck with automatics, Jadine. What's in your pocket today? Today, I actually was doing stuff like a man. I had to go out and do a whole crap ton of yard work, and I swung a machete around all day and stuff, and so I had Cold Steel 8010. It's the only pocket knife that's applicable for that kind of stuff. So, where's Chad tonight? Don't know where he's at. Guardian Tactical Gtx 025 OTF. That's a little bitty one. This is much bigger than that. The 025 is really small. That's like it's like 2 3/4 inch blade, 2.5 inch blade, something like that. What's in the rotation for Halloween? Thunderbird blades. There's gonna be no Halloween. We had such amazing Halloween costumes planned, and we had several different versions. We didn't decide which ones. And my wife and I usually go nuts on Halloween, but with the virus, we're not going to be able to, so we're both very disappointed about it. Last year, I was Freddie Mercury and she was Joan Jett, and it was awesome. Previous year to that, we were the Wonder Twins from from Super Friends, Justice League, Super Friends, whatever. That was a cool costume. Year before that, we were the 2 aliens from Plan 9 from Outer Space, which is a terrible Ed Wood movie. The 6 people that knew who we were thought it was the best costume they ever saw. This year, I was trying to convince them to... I was trying to convince her to do Destro and Baroness. Which I hadn't quite convinced her yet, but convinced me to get the Wii Gava. It comes tomorrow, and I'm stoked. Yeah, it's a great knife. I just put it away, but it is a very good knife. It's been in my pocket a lot since I got it, honestly. I like Rafael Berzinski designs. I think they're great, and I really enjoy it. It's very comfortable. It's definitely a proper Wii that's not a Civivi that I'm going to keep around for a bit. I really do enjoy this, and it makes me remember how much, I totally, truly miss the Wasabi, and it's made me almost buy another Wasabi, same designer. I didn't hear Vero knives till a bit ago. Went to their site. My card of Synapse looks sweet. Yes, it does, Nav Sergeant. I don't know, but like Vero just kind of... They've been making stuff for a while, but they weren't really on my radar either. And all of a sudden, it's just like Veros, and then they come out and they're gone in 5 minutes. Yeah, they've definitely been one of the hype knives of this year, I would say. Let's put the real steel. I just haven't had this out in a while. I was just looking at stuff to take out. I thought I'd bring out my ProTech Invictus, which for some reason I thought about selling a few times, and then I never did. How much is that Wii? I don't remember. I did a full video on it. I can't recall. 243, something like that. I saw some brand hit bladed jeweler I never heard of. I mean, it looks like I don't know what that is. We will take away... I honestly just brought this out to troll you guys because you were so upset about it. The price. Well, so what I'm going to do is take away one overpriced Benchmade and put out another one. That's the Mini Freak and the S90V and the Carbon, which I believe is $270 or something like that. How's the 8020 been holding up? Great. Love my 8020. Probably my favorite knife of the year overall. What do you think of the Ace Bibula? Great knife, BZ. I've had one for quite a while. I really like it. How much I've been on OTS out the side. You can't get these right now. They're just between production runs of them, but I think it's one of the more expensive ProTechs. So I want to say 240, 250. Hey, I come back and the Recon 035 shows up. Yeah, I know you have one too. Yeah, I love the 035. Random Rob was shopping for OTFs. That's why I brought that out. I said get one of those. Planescrafter isn't overpriced and Benchmade redundancy. It's really not anymore. With some of them are really, really, really value priced, and some of them are just insane. Like for example, the CF Elite Presidio 2 is like a bargain. Like it's a really good priced knife. And then they have some that are just nutso. Recently got the Super Freak, great knife so far. Yeah, I would say the Super Freak is pretty well priced. E-Knives has Recon 035s. Yes, tell Random Rob that. Find him on the. If he's, are you still on here, man? Go find you a Recon 035. You will love it. Bunch of Tantos. Ooh, even better. Matt J and I are shopping Recon what? Yeah, Recon 035s. He knows a site that has them. So go look at Matt J's E-Knives. I don't know what the link to it is, but yeah, Recon 035s are kind of hard to get your hands on sometimes, but they did just do a huge batch of them, so they are available a few places. GP Knives usually has a lot of Guardian Tacticals. They usually do, but the 035s are the most popular ones, so they go out really quick. Is Random Rob that guy who loves square G-Shocks? Yes, he is, Quack Fam. As do I. I love my square Gs. That's what made me start watching his channel, and then I started commenting on stuff, and then we realized we had mutual friends, and now we're friends too. Isn't that nice? But I'm not wearing a G-Shock today. Today's Orient. Square G-Shocks are awesome. I have 2 pretty rare ones, and I'm pretty happy with that. Ew, a random recurve, but it's not that bad to sharpen. I don't know. I have the stuff to do it, so I don't mind recurves because I have stuff to do them. So it's fine with me. Can I get some help thoughts on the MKM called Vero or Ace Biblio? I like the Biblio much better, Blake. The Colvera is a decent knife, but I prefer the Biblio. Excuse me, jeez. I'm fighting off hiccups, because if I get hiccups, guys, oh my god. You guys will have a lot of fun, but when I get hiccups, I get violent, loud hiccups for like an hour and a half. And it ain't fun. And I think as soon as this video is over, I'm probably going to wind up with massive hiccups, but... GW 5600 BC. I think that's what one of mine is, the Bluetooth one. And then I have a GW 5001 JF, which is my favorite. That's a Japanese domestic market only one with a DLC coated screwback. Holy crap, that Bounty Hunter is over 400. Not the UTX 85. The Combat Trudon is, but not the UTX 85. This was under 300. But the Trudons are out now, which I do have a Trudon. But it is not Bounty Hunter. I have a Trudon Hellhound with the distressed gray, which is my favorite Microtech. It's big and stupid and silly, and no one needs it. And I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Hey, Baba Legs, how's it doing? Thank you very much for joining the Patreon. I got your email earlier today. I'm just been kind of busy to respond to it. I meant to, but been doing a lot of yard work and getting ready for this show and all this stuff. So, and eating the lovely dinner that my wife made. And I'm going to eat the lovely dessert that she made in a little bit. She made a pumpkin spice pound cake, which I don't love pumpkin spice, but I like a little bit of it every now and then. Nice, Leslie, great show. Your thoughts on the Chavez 229? I had a 229. I did a review on it. I did very much like it. I just can't get past the pocket clip, so I'm not getting another one. But the 229 is a fantastic knife. I've done a couple videos with the 229. And the only difference between the one that I had and the carbon fiber is that there is some carbon fiber. White Girls Love Pumpkin Spice. You are correct about that. That is just a fact. How you like an SV? I think it's one of the best things they've ever made. I really do like it for $40. I think it's pretty great. Action's good. Like the steel. Just picked up a Liberation. Yeah, those do look cool. I was tempted, but I think part of the reason why I didn't buy it was spite, because I was told third hand that the Liberation was going to have an option to not have that skull clip, and then that didn't happen. So, yes, it is 9CR. So Brian, be honest, how jealous of my cannabis knife are you? Super jealous? No, I'm a grown up. I'm not jealous. Way of Knife makes some cannabis themed scales, and Matt J got some and sent me a picture of them. I think I like the Chavez clip, but I would rather have a Rendition Street with my card. Well, the problem, see, Andrew, what happened with my evolution of my 229 ownership was I went to Blade Show, I picked one up, I thought it was pretty cool. I hated the look of the clip. Then I went out to dinner that night with a bunch of other YouTubers, and Kevin Cleary was there. Great channel, by the way. Go check out Kevin Cleary. He bought one. I flipped it around at dinner a few times. I'm like, you know what? Screw it. I just have to get one. And I got it. I still didn't like the clip. I carried it for a while. I got used to the skull clip. I was like, all right, the skull clip is cool. All right, it's fine. And then I had one person who was a total stranger ask what was in my pocket at a grocery store. And I was like, that's it. And I sold it. So, because that clip is just so big and loud, I've never had anybody asking what's in my pocket. But yeah, just some rando at a grocery store. What's in your pocket? I'm like, all right, that's enough of that. Goodbye. Take a long cold sip and tell us your favorite Hinder. My favorite one I own is easier to say. My favorite one I own is, oh, if I can reach it, would be my Fullard Spear non-flipper XM18 full tie with the on this. Swami, what did you tell the rando? I told him I have a big giant knife in my pocket. I don't remember what I said, honestly. But yeah, it's a big honking knife. Leave me alone. And I covered my head and covered my face in my hoodie and ran away. No, I just said, I don't know. Yeah, the skull clips are just silly. They're fantastic knives, fantastic grinds, great design. Ergos are fantastic. There is nothing I dislike about them other than that clip. And I truly, fully, completely despise that clip. And I don't think I'll ever get past it, so. I own 4 Microtechs? I only had 3 Microtechs. Metal Complex also likes his non-flipper fuller the most. Yeah, because it's great, because you can spidey flick it. And I know the flipper is partly designed to be a finger guard, but I don't care. I use it choked up a lot of the time anyway. I do wish it was non-choil as well. That would be even cooler. But Riot make a good Chavez. Yeah, Riot makes a good everything, the stuff they make. I have a Riot built knife on the way. I have a new Ohlone coming. If I remember the name of it, I would tell you, but I don't. I know it is ivory and micarta, and it looks beautiful, but I can't remember the model name. The Fuller is a bug blood groove element. They call it the Fullard Spear. So, no, it isn't. Sir, I have a dangerous weapon, and you. Thank you, Swami. And thank you, Keith. Yes, the super chats are open. Yeah, 43 minutes in, I never even mentioned that the super chat is open. And click that like button, all that stuff. Didn't realize how much I like reverse flick until I got an Arius. Yeah, I just ordered a bronze K2. Everybody's getting K2s, and I got a Coyote. I feel like maybe I got the wrong new Riot. But I just wanted to try something the size of this for the Coyote. But everybody's getting K2s. Is there a Civivi with a full flat grind? Yeah, a lot of them are. The Praxis was, a bunch of them are. Hey, Stasa, how's it going? Good to see you, as always. Stasa here on a rare night where I don't have to ask him if the hurricane's going to hit him or not. It feels like that's every time I talk to you. I'm like, is the hurricane going to hit you? But you don't have one coming right now, right? Aren't you guys totes cool right now? Okay, the blood groove is is not actually a thing. Okay, it's weight reducing. No, for this it's designed. It is actually designed for that. You do have one coming, a tropical depression. Say, oh well, never mind. I jinxed you. Sorry. I thought this is one time I can talk to Nick and not ask him if his house is going to be destroyed, but I guess not. Welcome to the Gulf Coast, ladies and gentlemen. With mask on, people always got to assume he's carrying a giant knife. I don't think that's true. Spirit Blaze, is it raining where you are? I'm on the East Coast as well, and it's pouring. I'm not that close to the coast. I'm pretty far inland. We had some rain over the night, and I think we're supposed to have some early in the morning, but it's not been bad. Were you able to name the sharpener you teased us? We know I got a date. I can't talk about it until I think November 6th, Jesse, is when the release date on it is. I will tell you it's a new Worksharp product. That's all I'll say. Because I think they said they have something new coming out on November 6th. Customers at the gas station be like, what's that clicking noise? Yeah, well, I exaggerated a bit, Joshua, when I said that my Shava is the only one somebody answered me about. That's the only one like a complete random stranger asked me about. I had a cop ask me about a knife once. It was a Hinderer, and it wasn't because he wanted to see if it was legal or not. He just he was a knife guy, and he recognized that it was a Hinderer pocket clip, and he never held a Hinderer before. So I was pumping gas, and he was pumping gas next to me, and he just said, "Is that a Hinderer in your pocket?" And I was like, yeah, because it's a cop. And then I handed it to him, and he was like, "Are these things really worth $500?" I'm like, "Well, you're holding it." And yeah. And he was like, "Oh, cool," and handed it back to me. The Chavez 229 is it's a great freaking knife if you can get past that clip. I can't. Somebody tried to point out that I'm annoyed by the pocket clip on a Chavez, but I have a neck tattoo, which is a valid argument. It's a valid argument. But my neck tattoo I doesn't feel as visible as that does, because my neck tattoo is kind of behind my ear, and I guess everybody else sees it, but I rarely even see it. I forget that I have it sometimes, and I look in the mirror, I'm like, oh God. But I guess I shouldn't worry about a skull on my hip when I have a neck tattoo, but alas, I do. Everyone wants a blood groove. It's all the rage in Europe. Man, I've never really found a reason. Oh, thank you for joining, Random Rob. I do appreciate it. And yes, there will be a knife sale going up as soon as this is over with, which will probably be, I'm probably not going to go an hour and a half tonight. I'm probably just going to go an hour, because I want to watch wrestling. So I want to watch wrestling, and I want to watch wrestling and sell knives. God, that was the dumbest thing I ever said in my life. I have 2 half sleeves and forget about them all the time. I don't forget about my arm. I don't forget about like my wrist tattoo, my kids' names. I don't even forget about the one on my shoulder blade because I never see it. But Keith says, I need a shower. Well, thank you for sharing that. I'm sorry? I don't know how to respond to that, Keith. I've never had a man say that to me before. Should have said UFC wrestling. Wow. My son likes UFC. I don't know. I like pro wrestling. I just like it. I know it's stupid, but I like it. I grew up liking it. My son's huge into UFC though, but I don't watch it. See you later, Ogun. Hell in a Cell is gonna suck. Sorry to say, yes, it is, Slick. It's gonna suck very, very badly, but I'm still gonna watch it. I have no expectation of it being good. I'm honestly much more of an AEW guy now, but I watch the WWE pay-per-views. I watch Raw sometimes, but I usually just watch the highlights the next day or whatever. Or ups and downs on What Culture Wrestling. Shout out to What Culture. Favorite animes besides Gundam, Code Geass, I really, really enjoyed. Pretty much anything with mechs in it. I'm kind of a mecha guy, so I like a lot of stuff with mechs in it. Wrestling is more real than the news, Rain Rob, but it kind of is, yeah. I know they're really upset right now because there's a storyline in WWE where this guy who's 32 is like flirting with and kind of seducing this girl who's 19, and I just want to be like, you guys know they're all actors, right? You know this isn't real. It's totally fine. And in the storyline, they don't say that she's 19 and that he's 32. They never mention their names. You put the ages on them. It's acting. It's fine. It's just so funny. It's like people are always like, "Oh, wrestling's totally fake" until it does something that offends them. And then they all get mad like it's real. I'm just like, this is all crazy make 'em ups, right? It's totally fine. Don't worry about it. I saw in the news it must be the whole real story. Yeah. Murphy and Aaliyah sitting in a tree. Yes, like, yeah. Aaliyah, Mysterio, and Buddy Murphy. Is he Buddy Murphy again? Did he get his Christian name back again, or is he still just Murphy? Any experience with the Rockstead Chi? No, I've held a few Rocksteads, but never enough to actually like get an opinion about one. Blah, blah. Email sent with watch. Thank you, Eric. I will take a gander at that. He's still just Murphy? That's so dumb. Anyone want to send me free money so I can get a bargain Medford and eBay Australia? Well, no, I'm not going to send you free money for a Medford. And you can buy better stuff than a Medford. Medfords are really expensive. There's lots and lots of other choices. I'm just saying. Yeah, so stupid Vince needs to go home and stay there. Yeah. Somebody, I don't know what, some other wrestler said that WWE wouldn't be better until Vince died, and it was a really horrible, mean, awful thing to say, but 100% true. Thank you for the input, Slicey, and great show. Thank you, Chris. Appreciate that. What's your opinion on Tucson knives? I don't review them anymore, the Wrath, and it's not because of the knives. Some of them are pretty good, some of them are pretty bad. But honestly, I've said it before, so I'm not being controversial. I don't review Tucson's because of the fans. When you review one, you either did the wrong one and you didn't say enough good about it, or if you didn't like it, you're an idiot. And honestly, Tucson fans have turned me off of Tucson's, so I do not review them anymore. Cheap Hinder at 650-ish. Does that count? Yes, that's good. Cheap Hinder. Well, there's no 650 is a lot for a Hinder. You can get lots of Hinders for under 650. I agree. I have two Medfords in my collection. They are not two of my favorites. I'm just going to read that aloud without comment. Oh, it's like, I'd be a bro once. What you said about Vince. Yeah. It's very sad, but yeah, the WWE is not going to be better until he dies. Go to Neve Nice. Yes, Neve Nice does a whole bunch of coverage on Tucson's. Go to him. Yeah, you're not going to see it here. Yeah, I just get tired of no matter what I do at Tucson's, I'm told I'm an idiot by more than 3 or 4 people, like by 20 or 30 people, and I'm done with it. You either have to get all of them all the time and be a 40% Tucson channel, or just not review them at all. That's kind of the only way you can do them. No, I didn't see. Oh yeah, I did see that Lavender Pants. I guess I did. Tucson's come with a free quarter oil. Yeah, they do. Was your Spartan Heartsease action good out of the box? Got my videos when it was stiff. Jeff Royer, yeah, I would say my full size was a little better than the 3.25, but they both broke in pretty quick after just a few days. Pete of Cedric 8, I had a Tucson test, not good. John Cortrell, yes, it is. Don't mention it. Don't mention it here. I'm gonna. The fans are gonna go crazy. Don't mention it. Shush. It didn't happen. It didn't happen. I own one Tucson. I just bought it. I'm already over it. That's not even in carbon fiber. It's awesome, but I don't know that I need any more of them. I get told them, I mean, all the time that I don't review Tucson. Tim Simcoe. Well, I'm sorry to break it to you, Tim Simcoe, but if you don't own a Tucson and people still tell you you're an idiot, you might be an idiot. I'm really sorry to make this an intervention, but perhaps you're an idiot. First rule of Knife Club, don't talk about Tucson. That's very good, Josh. It's very good. I've accepted it. As long as you accept it, then that's fine. That's what they always. I think somebody in my military career told me that. Maybe it was a drill instructor or something. Said the only it was my drill instructor. Said the only bad idiot is one that doesn't know he's an idiot. EDC button lock champ. I would say right now the ProTech Malibu is my favorite EDC size button lock. We're all idiots when we're yes. As long as you know, it's fine. Nav Sergeant just says Hoback Sumo. I don't know what that is off the top of my head. Trying to scroll back and catch up with stuff. Is the top OTF at Guardian Tactical? Yes, it is. This is Recon 0335. You sold your Malibu lavender pants. Well, that's I bet it didn't take long. People are all over those things. Excuse me, gosh. Yep, we're all randos to someone else. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, 5 seconds to say I could, if I ever just emergency needed more than I paid for it, I'm sure I could sell my Malibu, especially if they're not listed on sites at the moment. Here come the violent hiccups. Nope, I'm pushing it back with the burps. What's the brew? Nothing fancy tonight, just Bitburger. Just the old Bitburger, the German lager. And the vapes, yes. I got to keep my nicotine coming. Guys, please, I don't normally make emotional pleas like this, but please keep your thoughts and prayers with me right now, because a terrible thing has happened this week. They discontinued my vape juice. It is just no more. The company went out of business. I used to use Tsunami tobacco because it was very plain. It tasted like nothing at all. And they're gone now. And I can no longer purchase it. So I had to buy this crap. And of course, it only comes in a big giant thing. And I don't like it. And I have this big giant thing of it. I'm just going to have to soldier through. Why do you call this tobacco when it tastes like slightly bit of sweet and butthole? I guess that would be not a good, if they advertise it as a little bit of sweet and butthole, it probably no one will buy it, but it's not good. Spyderco Native 5 Blurpool G10 scales and S1T double SNT verse 185. I didn't think they were that much. My thought would be to say no, but they have a Spartan Hersey 3.25. It's in the cart. Somebody sent me $3.95. I don't have it. So it's a cigar. Yeah, basically, G-Man, it is kind of a cigar. You are right. That is a very... And Primus, the band, did suck, except for Jury as a race car driver. That was a very fun song. Malibu has to be my favorite knife of the year so far. I really went with the high-end ones. I'm sending money aside. Yeah, it's I think knife of the year is going to be the 80-20 or the Malibu. It depends on, honestly, it's probably going to be which one of them is more available. Because that's a factor I always try to factor in for knife of the year, is if you can actually buy one. So it's probably really going to come down to which one they made more of, and I'm not really sure at the moment. So, because they just did another run of 8020s. They haven't done another run of Malibus yet. I know they are. It's probably going to be which one of them you could actually buy. Hey, DTOM, how's it going? What about a fire tack? Does that count? I'm not sure what you're referring to. The Wahona song was pretty good. I don't remember that. I want all the Riot K series knives. None of them really blow my skirt up, RDK. I actually talked about last week. I had this and the Shibuti, the Bushido, that I foolishly screwed up and called it the Shibuti. I had since the new torrent, I really hadn't found a Riot that I actually really liked. But this is both of these I like a lot. The Coyote and the Shibuti do like a lot. If I sell one of them, it's going to be this one. But currently, the Bushido ain't going anywhere for a long time. I love that thing. Hell in a Cell is live. Yeah, you know, the best way to watch wrestling, Slick, is if you have the WWE Network. Wait about an hour after it starts. Then you go on the WWE Network on the internet and it says, do you want to start live or start from the beginning? Click start from the beginning, and then you can skip all the crap just to get to the stuff that you want. So it comes, because you're an hour behind, so you get to a match, you're like, well, I don't give a crap about this, and you just skip ahead to the next one. It's pretty great. Yeah, never started on time. I always start it late, and that way you don't have to sit through garbage. Man, I'm gonna get done with this. I'm gonna go down and eat a piece of pound cake that my wife made. Then I'll probably turn it on. I don't know if I won the Tucson lottery, but I have a cheap Maverick. Is one of the best. Actually, the Tucson Actions are fine, but is that how Ferrari fans watch F1 as well? Tim Simcoe, no. We here's how I watch F1 a lot: is I start it, and if Leclerc isn't going well, because you know Vettel isn't. Vettel's probably going to crash in turn 4, and if Leclerc isn't going well, then I have it recorded on my DVR, and then I go back to bed and take a nap, and then I get up and I skip through it later on in the day to see Hamilton win, because it's always Hamilton winning. Yeah, it's not a good year for Ferrari. Leclerc did awesome today, though. Today I did watch the whole thing. Leclerc did great. Bringing that thing home in 4th, good job. Good job. Leclerc is a fantastic driver. They just need to give him a car. And who knows if that will ever happen. And who knows if I'm actually connected right now. There we go. I have a React K3 drop point. Is amazing action on the multi-roll bearing, super smooth, and I beat the knife up during testing. Great. Yep, Nick does a lot more testing than normal humans like I do, for sure. I'm going to hit refresh on this because I do believe that it paused out. Come on. There we go. What's the name of this Vivi? The Ortis. I've done a review on it. I should know, but I'm only interested in the main event. Yeah, exactly. The main event's going to be awesome. Later Pants says, here's my latest experience at Tucson. Type fast. I'm going to let you do that, and I'm going to end this because I want to go get some cake. I just have way more times in my hand. Yeah. What's the knife next? This is a Vero Impulse. Vero Engineering Impulse. That is a loaner, unfortunately. Is not mine. Pretty big one. Ooh, cake. Yeah. I'm Vero Engineering. Just started a live video on Instagram. At J. Brian loves Tucson's. I have nothing against the Tucson products at all. What'd you eat for supper? My wife made chicken fettuccine alfredo. It was very, very good. Hinder fire tech. Any thoughts? Never have had experience with one. That is one of the only hinderers I have never had the pleasure to experience. I have heard rumor mills that they are making more early next year. And I will be very excited to see a Triway one of those. I like cake. That's what I'm going to do your voice as now, Keith. I like cake. I thought only Shiros had multi-rows. Riot does too. Yeah, a lot of Riots have multi-rows, Simon. Lavender Pants. Here's my experience at Tucson. I finally went to bed, waited 2 months. They had no idea where my knife was. I had to get a refund, start all over. Just go buy some EV from WMK. Oh, you were that guy. I heard Neves talking about somebody and didn't say who it was. That was you. Yeah. That's what happens when you order stuff direct from China. Sometimes that happens. I've had that happen with CGRBs that just disappeared, never showed up. I have nothing against Chinese companies, but I have something against buying stuff directly from China. Because it just, who knows if it's going to ever arrive or not. But I'm going to wrap this up now, and I'm going to go eat some cake, and I'm going to go watch some wrestling. But in just a few minutes, maybe less than that, there will be a for sale video up. I'll be keeping track of everything on my phone, on my telephonic device, and if you want something, I'll send you instructions on how to buy it. So have a good one, everybody. Thanks so much for hanging out. Really do appreciate it. I like these laid-back ones. They're a lot of funny. You're amazing as Freddie Mercury. Thank you very much. I will talk to you guys later. Have a good one.